Alright, welcome back to season 3 of our show, and today it's salmon. We're going to show you how to get these guys dressed up and out onto the cooker. Stick around, don't go anywhere. Alright, so it's salmon today. We're going to show you how to get this seasoned up. We got some yellow onion here, tomato, thyme, oregano, a lemon, a runaway lemon, garlic. Right here we have some Himalayan pink salt, black pepper, and olive oil. So the first thing we're going to do is just get our fish oiled up. Now we're grilling this, and the best way to put a bunch of things on fish without spilling it all over the place is to get it on the rack first. So what I'm going to do is just fold this back. I'm going to oil the back of this. This way it gets nice and crispy in the back. So that skin is edible. I'm going to do the same thing with this side. Just get it down there. Slide it back and put a little bit more down here. Let's oil the top. Looks like a lot of oil. It is. That's how you want to do this. Get it nice and oiled up. Alright, now that we got it oiled up, we're going to go in with our salt. Just a decent amount of the Himalayan. You could use any salt you like, but today we're using the Him. Alright, there we go. Black pepper. Good douse of that. As much or a little as you like. Don't use my recipes. You can improvise, and if you don't like something, just add your own. Alright, I'm going to just roll this in a little bit, make it even. This way it evens out on the fish. You don't have too much of it. Okay, now that we got that even, this is how we're going to get this onto the grill. I'm going to move this over. I have a rack here. Now I usually leave a rack inside just for my fish. So today we're using the Weber 22-inch grill today, and I keep another rack inside just for fish. So what we'll do, we got to take the fish, and onto the rack it goes. And you know why I'm doing it. This will have an easy on and off the grill. And I don't have to touch this fish. Once it's on, it's on. So I'm going to spin the bigger top around. So the two bigger parts are next to the bigger parts. Like that. Now this part right here, as we go in the fire, this is what we're going to do. We're going to spin this one around. Change of mind here. Now this part's going to be closer to the fire. This will be a little bit further away from the fire where I want to separate it. And we'll do the same thing with that one. That's what we'll do. This way those ends, the bigger ends, will be closer to the fire. I go about there with it. Alright, so now that we got that like that, let's get on our toppings. So right here, I got the onions. I'm going to go into tomatoes first. The tomatoes will just keep things nice and moist. And you really want them down at that smaller end. And just get them spaced out pretty good. If you don't like tomatoes, you don't have to put them. But I love everything, so we're going on with some tomatoes. And get them down at the end there. That's the end that usually dries out, the thinner one down the bottom. Most people don't like salmon. They say it dries out. But the reason why it dries out is because you're not doing this. If you cook it in the pan, you have a little bit more control, but you're going on a cooker with it, you're not going to have that much control unless you do this to keep it moist. Let's go some more over here. And it tastes good. So it keeps it moist, and you have all that beautiful flavor right in there. Now you see why I put it on here first, because now you don't have to touch it. Now you can just pretty much decorate it like a pizza pie. You know, you got a lot of people out here, they're fighting with a spatula trying to get this on and off the grill. Psst, I'm not doing that. This is going to get on one time, the easy way, and off one time, the easy way. And once everything's cooked in, it's a lot easier to move it. But if you try to move this thing from off a board and then onto the grill and then off the grill onto back to a board or something, it's not going to work out. And you're going to be stuck with this whole fish falling apart on you. So, trust me, don't do that. Alright, so now we got our onion on. And again, if you don't want to use the onion, by all means, you don't have to. Or anything that I'm using here today. Make it yours. We got some sliced garlic. I didn't crush it, I sliced it thin. So I'm going to go on with my garlic. Just like that. Now we're garlic lovers in the family, so I'm going in with a lot of it. There we go. Never go wrong with too much garlic. Not in my book anyway. We also made some beautiful garlic bread to go along with this tonight. Nice light meal. Okay, so we got that. Now we got some thyme and oregano here. I'm just gonna sprinkle that onto it. Just like that. Now we use that Himalayan salt. It's very easy salt to use on fish because it's really light and it doesn't pack a lot of salt flavor in there. It's very light salt. So we're just going to go again on the top of the vegetable with it, just to salt the veggie. Followed again by a little bit more olive oil. Just to get everything in there. Veggies nice and dredged down. And you see why I'm using this tray. Alright, and last we're going to go in with just a little lemon. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of lemon over top of here. Just a drizzle. Watching out that I don't get any seeds in here. So I got my hand for the seeds. We're just going to go over with the lemon. Just to bring more of that moisture. Alright, no seeds in this lemon. Just one here. Get that out. And I am good to go. That's it. We'll meet you out under the cooker, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, 400 degrees. This is why I love this, because I can just go like this. Right in with it. See how easy that is? And lid on. I'm going to spin this way so I can check out my temperature. I'm going to go for about 20 minutes. It should be done. I'll meet you right back here. Don't go anywhere. 10 minutes in, let's show you what we got. Look at those. Now that's just 10 minutes in. You can see this cooks quite quickly. I might let this go for about another 7 minutes. You can hear that skin getting crispy up under there. And that's it, we're gonna pull it. I'm gonna close this lid, keep my temperature, and I'll meet you right back here. Don't go anywhere. All right, time to pull these. Now, again, look how convenient this is. Just right up and right back onto where we started from. All right, we're gonna close this up and meet you inside, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, here we are, season 3's chopping block. Salmon, let's show you what we got. All right, look at those. Beautiful. Now this is why I use that rack. This is still hot, so anytime you bring this rack in, you want to make sure you're just gonna touch it and see if it's okay. So it cooled down enough. It's only been in here for about 5 to 7 minutes, and we're just gonna plate up. So the easiest way to get this off, take the spatulas and I go underneath and loosen it like that, and just go right underneath the skin. Now imagine doing this on the grill. Almost turns into a nightmare. All right, go like that, and like that. Now what we're gonna do is use your knife just to cut right in between the grate. Just like that. So now you're cutting in between that grate, and look at that. Now let's get our plate and plate up. Alright, we'll go just like that onto the plate. Look at that, beautiful. Now we made a little rice to go along with this. But before we do that, gotta get a little pitmaster taste over here. Just to see how that worked out. Get my fork in here and try some of that. That's good. Excellent. I'll show you what this looks like plated up. Now we just made a little basmati rice here. We threw a couple of peas in there. And we're just going to plate up with that. And just like that. Give it a beautiful presentation, why not? Alright, and over here we made some garlic bread. This was loaf garlic bread, so we're going to leave a link in that description. And we're going to show you this bread being made, because you're going to want to see this one. It's a must. I'll go right onto the plate with that right there. Just like that. Clean that up. You're going to turn it over like that, so you can see that. Alright, we're going to get organized, and we're going to meet you guys right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, and there it is, a beautiful salmon, dressed up to the T. Garlic, onions, some tomato on there. Got a beautiful basmati rice right off to the side of it. Some homemade garlic loaf bread. We'll leave a link in the description to that bread again, so you can see that being made. You don't want to miss that one. Thank you. We enjoyed having you. With no further ado, gotta get that master taste there.